Hello, everybody, and welcome to Clomp Corners, episode 2 of week 2. We will be covering the Mezagoza performers and the Twin Leaf Titans, joined with your host, Clomps, and my partner here, Spanish. Welcome on, Spanish. How you doing?
Hello. I am doing great. I'm ready to commentate this match.
You want to go ahead and start talking about the teams a little bit for us?
This is an interesting matchup because Artemis is running Trick Room pretty hard Trick Room, which personally I can respect that. I run hard Trick Room. This is a pretty interesting team, and then on the other hand we have Gamer who's running anti Trick Room, and so I think that'll make for a pretty interesting matchup because this is in theory going to come down to whether Artemis can set up Trick Room or not, and that tends to make for like pretty good matches, I think, as we saw earlier today with Lily Cove and Picanor.
For sure. I think for me, I still have stuff to do, by the way, so you can keep yapping. Free charge.
Oh, okay, bet. Yeah, I think on like the gamer side of things, I'm looking at this King Gambit and I'm thinking this thing could probably pick up 6 KOs if you like let it. I'm looking at Artemis doesn't really have a fighting type like at all, and your best thing is probably Runa Regis with like a Will-O-Wisp, but like a Choice Band King Gambit or like a Lumberry King Gambit could absolutely just wreak havoc if Artemis isn't ready. However, Artemis does kind of have like a good selection of Trick Room ones. You could see Gorgeist here, Gorgeist, or the aforementioned Runa Regis, right? Both options with Will-O-Wisp that could, in theory, prevent this King Gambit from going off. And really, other than King Gambit, Gamer doesn't really have that many offensive threats. It's King Gambit, it's Tauros Emboar, and it's Venusaur. And Tauros and Emboar are kind of the same Pokemon, except one's slower and the other one's got Intimidate. Both, like Gamer has a really good team, and it's really good into Trick Room matches, specifically. So I think it's kind of an upwards battle here for Artemis, because, Artemis has the tools, right? He does have Aromatisse, which gets Ally Switch, which I love. But,
yeah.
King Gambit is kind of just going to wall every Trick Room setter, and Artemis doesn't have a fighting type. Araquanid gets fighting type coverage, I think, and that's about it, I think. I'm pretty sure Mega Meganium doesn't. So I think this is just going to be if King Gambit for some reason runs low kick, then Ditto could do something, but I don't see King Gambit running low kick. King Gambit's probably going to run Swords Dance, Iron Head, Sucker Punch. Probably not Sucker Punch. Probably Kowtow Cleave, and then Sucker Punch and Kowtow Cleave, probably. But it's kind of an upwards battle because this King Gambit's just a wall, and then even after the King Gambit, you still have to get rid of the Farigiraf if you want to set up Trick Room, because it's probably imprisoned, right?
Yeah.
Even if you do set up Trick Room, Hydrapple can ruin you in Trick Room. King Gambit, if he doesn't lead King Gambit, Emboar's slower than a lot of things Artemis has, right? And the Mega Meganium's just kind of vulnerable for the most part, both the King Gambit Steel type attacks and any random poison move. I'm pretty sure Emboar gets Poison Jab. Mega Venusaur obviously stab poison, resists both of Meganium stabs, gets Thick Fat, so it doesn't even get hit by Weather Ball that hard. So it's an interesting matchup, but I do suspect that Artemis is gonna get it's gonna go really badly for Artemis, I think, just by virtue of this being a really bad matchup for anyone running Trick Room.
Yeah, I think you're hitting the nail straight on the head there, to be honest. That said, I want to kind of go turn off this jazz music so I can think clearly. And then, here we go. I think I want to talk a little bit about these two teams, like, individually real quick here. Spanish, obviously you kind of gave us, like, the match overview here. It's Artemis's game to lose, I guess. I don't know. Or Gamer's game to lose.
Gamers to win. Yeah.
Gamers to lose. Artemis is just getting wrecked right now. Like, it's not looking promising at the moment. But yeah. He's got Mega Meganium. It's an interesting Mon into this matchup because it has a few solid matchups into that Morpeko and Simipour notably. It doesn't have that great of a matchup into the Mezagoza Mega, however, so that is going to be unfortunate there for the Twin Leaf Titans.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
And
looking.
having Klefki resist both of your like stab moves, is not great for you either. Um, so it'll be interesting to see how Mega Meganium does. Obviously, it still
I
gets
mean,
that Mega Soul, so it can get that or the boosted Weather Ball into those steel
yeah.
types. But it's going to be interesting because you're going to have to play around it a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Like, this is just. I mean, I'm looking at the team previews here, and obviously, this there's no shot gamers running this, but if he has a choice, Scarf can Gambit, it'd be really funny
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that just solo wins you the game. Obviously, there's no shot.
hmm
But
I don't think Gamer's the kind of guy to run like very anecdotal sets on his Pokemon. That just makes
I'm
sense.
quite to disagree considering how his last game went. All things considered, I'm gonna be honest with you. you know,
Yeah, and you're allowed to disagree with that, but I still think
I would
I
say
want
in
to move
general
on
he
to
doesn't.
talking about this
Yeah,
Mega Venusaur for the Mesagoza performers and how it does into this team. Obviously, it's the Mega highlights part of this stream, so yeah,
yeah.
it's got a
Yeah.
it's got a cool niche on this team. Obviously, paired with Clef Key, you can get screens up. If you get Rain Dance up, there's really nothing for this Venusaur to worry about outside of that Mega Soul boosted Weather Ball from the Meganium. I think you have to worry a little bit about Ninetales, but thick fat will also carry you a little bit there as well. What I'd be worried about is that Ditto Mirror match at a certain point because it is a really good answer to stopping stall like Venusaur variants. However, I expect to see this Venusaur at least packing a Sludge Bomb or two. So we'll see. We'll see exactly what Gamer's running on this Venusaur, but there's just so much. It's also such a good bulky offensive option as a Mon, so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw that as well. Are there any what are your top four Mons, two from each team, that you're looking out
I
for
mean, I'm
this
looking
game?
at this Ditto. I'm looking at this Ditto, and I'm thinking this Ditto could be this Ditto could be key because I mean, not a lot's hitting. Like if you get Ditto into Mega Venusaur, that's a pretty good one. It doesn't really get hit by much on Gamer's team.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, just in general, Ditto could go into King Gambit, into Emboar, or into Venusaur and flip the game completely. Um, right. I think that's one to look out for, and I also think on Artemis as well. The Meganium's kind of doing a lot of heavy lifting with the offense here
Yeah.
because I don't see a lot of because this thing can hit everything except Emboar pretty much with weather. Like I mean, the King Gambit weak to Weather Ball, the Venusaur weak to Weather Ball. Even if it has thick fat, that's still damage you probably don't want to be taking,
Mhm.
right? And I mean, in general, I think this Meganium could flip the game depending on whether Trick Room goes up or how speed matchups are in this. Because it also hits Klefki and Morpeko's
Yeah.
kind of squish. I mean, it also hits Morpeko actually with just Stab Fairy. No, it hits every Pokemon on Gamer's team for super effective except Emboar.
Mhm.
So I think that's one to look out for.
For sure,
It's
for
a shame you
sure.
can't expect a Mega Pokemon because that'd be really funny. But and on Gamer's side, I think obviously King Gambit stands out here among the rest is kind of better than the rest of them. And I'd also look at the Venusaur because the Venusaur is also like pretty key to stopping a lot of these things. Like just I mean the
Mhm.
Runerigus is kind of maybe an issue, and Venusaur helps with that, and so is the Milotic. Actually, Venusaur might. I mean, Morpeko. I feel like Morpeko's here for Milotic specifically.
Yeah, I feel
So I
like it
mean, we
was
might see like Specs Morpeko, Life Orb Morpeko, something to. We could see Electric Gem Morpeko because that's legal and that probably does damage to. But I mean, yeah, no, I'd say I'm looking at King Gambit and Venusaur because they seem to be the two like main focuses of Gamer's team right now. So that's what I'm looking at on Gamer's team.
Yeah, I think for Gamer early on, I think what's going to be important for him is just keeping these ice team or the ice core of this team subdued, and I think a good way to do that, to start doing that especially, is with Clef Key as well, because you can just revert Rain immediately. And of course, like if you're Artemis, you have to consider thinking about saving a Alolan Ninetales for later. But you know, um, yeah, no, Gamer has a couple good options on this team to just deal with that weather outright. So I think Klefki is going to be pretty pivotal to Gamer winning. I think it's going to have to carry its weight just a little bit, at least stop Snow from getting up. And then my other pick, it's got to be Embor, I think, because we saw Embor do some stuff in week 1, which shut down your entire team. Unfortunately, the Kanto Koraidons.
It did. That was quite unfortunate, but it was week 1.
But yeah, no, this is a good matchup, I think, for Gamer, like you were saying, and I think a lot of the Mons on this team, they're there for a reason. They take care of things, but the two standouts for me on the Mezagoza performers are, I want to see Klefki perform, and I want to see Impor perform as well. That's my 2 picks
Yeah.
there.
I mean, personally, I'd like to see Embor not perform for once, but yeah.
Yeah.
I can see the appeal of another Embor sweep here.
I think for Artemis's team though, what I'm looking forward to here is I want to see that Milotic. I think if you bring a Hypnosis set into this G4Gamer team, it kind of goes a little bit hard into this guy. And seeing some just good RNG from Artemis in a Hypnosis Milotic could go insane. So I'm picking that as my top one to watch out for. Even outside
Yeah.
of it, like it's a good support mon. It's not a slouch. It gets Icy Wind. It gets just a lot of good coverage in
It gets
general.
Ice Beam for the Venusaur. Oh, I guess Thick Fat. It
It
gets
gets
Psychic, I think.
it gets it also gets
Yeah, I mean, I feel
recovery
like,
moves, and like it's great. It's
yeah.
great. It gets life
No,
deal
it gets
ability.
Recover.
No, it
Pretty
just
good
gets
recovery.
recovery, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
And
I feel
then
like I might have sounded a bit harsh. Like, I think Artemis could win this, right? Like, we could absolutely see, like, a Gamer disaster. Like, there's a world where Artemis wins this,
mhm,
But, like, it's not, like, he has the tools to win it. And it's not like it's because Artemis is bad. It's quite literally, I just think the matchup is just unplayable if you try to set up Trick Room at the very least. Just in general, this is just I feel so bad for Artemis. Like, this is just so
yeah.
unplayable.
I
There's
think
no Furigraph, which is good. I'd say. I think no Furigraph. This is like the no Rotom moment, but for Gamer.
yeah, for
I don't
sure.
actually see how you prevent Trick Room without sacrificing either. Oh, I guess Prankster Taunt on Klefki is probably the play. But I mean,
Yeah.
Prankster Taunt's so unreliable because mental. Whatever. But there's like,
I'm
no
just
Furigraph helps, but it's dubious.
I just think for me, what is important for me is, I think I want to see Artemis put up a good fight. Like he doesn't need to win;
I,
he
yeah,
needs to
I'd
put up
like
a
to
good
not
fight.
see another Gamer 5-0.
But
But
I think the last one I'm keeping an eye out for, and this is more of a sentimental value. Shout out Runerigus, my goat. I would love
I
to
yeah
see
no I
some
like
Trick Room
Red.
shenanigans happen here, and
Yeah.
maybe a Stealth Rock if that's what Artemis is playing for. Um, But I don't see his team being that bulky, like not that bulky. Like obviously he gets
No.
some screen options, but he's got to deal with the threats first. So
Yeah, I'm
I
looking at
think
this Milotic, and I'm kind of hoping it can just kill the Embor and set up for a Ditto sweep. It's
I
kind
think
of what I'm hoping for here.
I think the question is Milotic able to tank a lot of hits from all of Gamer's Mons and do its job successfully? I think it's going to be very important for Artemis to keep alive here.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think
Cause
Artemis could very well win this. Dare I say, I think Artemis probably has a better matchup here than I did, but
alrighty, and
who knows? Maybe there's another Scarf Embor. I don't know. They do want to start though,
yeah,
so
yeah, I gave him the go ahead.
I wanna
But
Loki.
yeah,
I wanna
this is
see.
a this is a good matchup. I think it's going to be a good matchup. We've had a lot of good live stream matchups this week actually, so I'm hoping they'll keep the
Yeah,
streak going.
and we
We'll
had
see.
back-to-back bangers. We hope this goes just as well as the other two did. Oh my dude, and double shiny in the lead. Oh my god, gamers locked in.
Hmm.
Oh, yo, wait, this is. Oh my god, he's gonna click the button. Oh no, he didn't. Never mind. I thought he was gonna click ally
So
switch
we will
turn one. This
see
is
Aromatisse come out here with Runerigus on the side, double
no
Trick
way.
Room. We see Parting Shot come out from that Morpeko, goes into King Gambit, and that Venusaur is on the field, getting that sub up right now. EQ comes out from the Runerigas, doing a good bit of chip into that King Gambit slot. And Trick Room gets up from the Aromatisse. This is very, very big for Artemis early in this game.
Well, I mean, it's still Venusaur, like, confirmed, but this is... Dude, a Ditto switch in here could go crazy.
It can't go through sub, I believe. So...
There's no way. Wait, Transform doesn't go through sub, or I guess Imposter doesn't go through, or Imposter doesn't go through sub.
Won't go through sub, but it can go for that King Gambit slot, I guess. That is an option. We do see Milotic come out here. I'm not exactly sure. Ally Switch comes out, though. Eats the Iron Head, 28%. Leech Seed comes out into that Aromatisse. And that was a really, really good defensive turn from Artemis here. Just resetting that field for him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, now to see what he does, because Milotic's not threatening too much.
Here. He did not know about the sub interaction. Ironhead will pick up that one-hit KO into that Ditto from that King
that's actually crazy.
Leech Seed, I believe, missed into the Milotic, but
it did miss.
Meganium comes out here. This is a very good situation for Artemis now. He's finally got his offense on the field. I think he might have sacked Ditto just for pressure, maybe.
I don't think that was intentional. I'm going to be honest. I think that was a imposter or a substitute moment.
We do see the Mega come out from Mega Meganium here.
Ooh,
it is a protect, though. Sludge Bomb will go into that Meganium slot, though. We do see him break the sub here. That is very good. It's just a matter of if this Meganium is able to
I mean, King Gambit picks up a KO here, though.
Ironhead doesn't pick up the KO. Lives on 17%. Doesn't pick up the KO on King Gambit, though. Sludge Bomb will go into Meganium, and it will pick up the KO there. Ice Beam doesn't do nothing, but it gets a freeze! Dimensions do return to normal, though, for Artemis, so it's a question of can he get Trick Room up again?
And is it enough anyway? I mean...
He is looking a little bit low on his offensive options.
Yeah, I mean, a good recovery here on Milotic could flip the game, but I mean, if he has like Shadow Sneak on Runerigas, and it's like Bandit or something, like
King Gambit, Venusaur for the Mezagoza Performers and G4 Gamer, and Milotic Runerigas for Artemis. We do see Simipour come out here, tanks that Draining Kiss. Not nearly enough for that Milotic. Freeze comes
we see Trick Room go back up.
Runerigas does pick up Trick Room here. Now it's a matter of if Artemis can capitalize. Thoughts?
I mean, we're gonna see fake out from Simipour. I think Artemis needs to play to. Well, I mean, we know it's going into Milotic, but I mean, maybe not. You know, like who knows? You can't really play into you can't protect Milotic here because you just risk getting Hydro pumped. But and if he makes the perfect call here, I mean, it's GG's. Like he could genuinely flip the game here on Gamer, but.
Definitely. Once you get those first 2 KOs in Trick Room, it's always the hardest part of Trick Room. We do see Ninetales come out here. Gets that snow warning up.
See the fake out. Okay.
Frozen Solid once again for that Venusaur. The Milotic is flinched, though. So that was a pretty neutral turn.
Yeah. I don't...
Klefki comes out here.
Maybe Freeze Dry?
Ice Beam comes into that car keys here. Aurora Veil goes up. Flip turns out.
It's probably the King Gambit. No.
Venusaur comes back out. Good pivot turn for G4 Gamer here. You gotta ask if this Venusaur is going to get unfrozen at any point, though, because this Ninetales is threatening this Venusaur.
Yeah, I mean, we could see a really slow Klefki pick up a KO with Flash Cannon here. Yeah, I mean, who knows? I'd be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked, actually. Rain Dance, yeah. I don't actually know if that does anything, because Aurora Veil stays up, no?
Ice Beam comes out here. Blizzard comes out here. Misses car keys. Not enough to do any damage to this Venusaur. It's just too bulky, and with those Leech Seeds, it's just unkillable.
This is max
Venusaur. We do have one turn of Trick Room left, though. So we'll see what Artemis can do here. Light Screen goes up for this Mezagoza team. Is trying to make this Venusaur unkillable to close out the game here. Flip turn, Runerigas comes back out. He does reset the Leech Seeds, though. Turn 11 now.
Yeah, no, the flip turn is
good. Up for 3 more turns. Light Screen 4 for the
He's going to see another
spell.
Oh my god.
Leech Seed goes into Aromatisse. Trick Room comes back up. You gotta start asking yourself, if you're Artemis, is this the answer to this G for Gamer team?
Yeah.
Because we've
At
seen
some
it
point,
not
you.
work out for him multiple times at this point.
Yeah. I mean, at some point, do you decide, do I even try to win and just pick up a KO, or
Do I just click that
I'm kidding, but
magic
only
red
only a
X
little
button?
bit.
Milotic does switch back in here to get rid of those leech seeds. Morpeko will come in, calling that Milotic switch though. Earthquake
EQ.
comes out. It does a good chunk of damage into that Morpeko slot, but it heals with its Citrus
Interesting.
Berry. Sludge Bomb does pick up the KO on Milotic though. And with that,
I'm not.
Hunger
This is.
switch procs
This
on Morpeko, and Ninetales comes back out here. We
is
have
actually
3
a
turns of
crazy
Trick Room.
game. This is going. This could go. I mean, we're gonna set
Protect
up
comes out from the
royally
Ninetales.
again. Oh, reading the
Fake out.
protect. Or, I mean,
Earthquake
the
comes
fake
out.
out.
It
Yeah.
should pick up the KO on this Morpeko here. It does not pick up the
Oh,
KO on this Morpeko. I
that is
was wrong in my
crazy.
calcs. Leech Seed will come out to that Runerigas, giving this Venusaur just that much more heal.
Oh, I guess the reflect kept it
Klefki will
alive. I
come
mean,
out here,
surely EQ
protect
can kill
from
here
that
now.
Venusaur to stall out this turn of Trick Room here,
Yeah.
as well as just not take any more damage and just stall out that Runerigas. But we do see Blizzard come out here into that car keys. It's not that much, just because
Oh
it's
my god,
resisted.
the Venusaur is just.
And this Venusaur does get that heal back. Simipour will come out here. Earthquakes does a
I mean,
big chunk to Ninetales,
this.
and Sludge Bomb will pick up the KO on Ninetales. It's not looking great for Artemis here, and I think with that, we're going to have to call it GG's.
Yeah, I think Earthquake's just not enough damage through reflect on anything, really.
I think you really have to start asking yourself if you're okay with that single target over multi-target at some point,
Yeah, I mean,
because
Earthquake's just not the play, I think, in doubles usually. Like,
we see the
despite it
Sludge
being
Bomb pick
spread,
up the
I think.
KO into that Aromatisse. It wakes
Oh, we
up
saw
for
the
the
Lumberry.
rest. Thanks to Lumberry.
I
And the Leech
mean,
Seed
yeah.
just bugged?
Will it matter, though,
No.
is the
I
question.
see
Oh,
what
we
you
have
mean. See.
Gamer calling it GG's already.
Gluttony. Flip turn. Procs Gluttony.
We have Gamer just flexing the Pokemon slots now.
Thief comes out here. He gets Choice Scarf. We did see the Choice
Thief is a.
Scarf Embor after all.
This is. Thief is crazy tech. I don't.
Gamer's making
I
a
mean,
stand for... Protect comes out from Venusaur here. Flare Blitz will pick up the
oh,
KO on the
yeah. We're just
Runerigas. And
seeing the stat pad
Bezigoza
on
has
Embor.
6-0'd the Twin Leaf Titans in Week 2.
Yeah, no, I mean, hate to see it for Artemis fans around the globe.
Yeah, no, I'm getting a little
What
sad.
is Zidane? Who knows? Yeah, I mean, this was tragic. I mean,
Hello, hello. Is this
hello.
Gamer here?
Yep.
Hello, welcome Gamer. How are we doing?
Oh man.
How you feeling after that game?
I'm so glad how I closed out that game pretty smoothly.
You played really nice. You protected the 6-0 and everything. So let's get into this interview, huh?
Alrighty.
Alrighty. You can jump in anytime, Spanish. After questions, of course.
Yeah, no.
So obviously, going into this week, you just had a big 5-0 win against the Kanto Koraidons. What was your thought process going into this Artemis team? You know, obviously you have a pretty positive matchup, right?
Yeah.
But was there anything specific?
Mostly the Meganium. I actually calced the I mean, I don't think it was supposed. I don't think it ever lives a Flare Blitz, but there was like a chance where, like, if Rain Dance, like with the Rain Dance mitigation, I'm pretty sure it lives Flare Blitz. But I also made sure that like it was always Max Attack Adamant instead of Jolly for this matchup. Simply because I want to just get rid of that Meganium as soon as possible, because as before it nearly took out King Gambit, or my bad, Wing Gambit there. A lot of people don't expect Morpeko as a lead there, so like the reason behind Morpeko lead is to get a fast party shot out, and that actually did pay off a lot, because that let me get Venusaur safely in and start just sitting there and being there for literally the entire game.
It's very, very clear to me that your game plan was just to get this Venusaur in the best situation possible every time it came on the field. And it worked to great success here. What happened early in the week that made you realize that Venusaur just wins this matchup?
Mostly the amount of fairy types that Artemis has, and the sole reason that Venusaur can just click Sludge Bomb into everything.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I did call that the Ditto was going to switch in, which is why I went for which is why I staggered my Mega first to be able to get the substitute to check for the Venusaur. If he impostered my Mega Venusaur, that would have been a really big problem there. But Ditto will only copy the base form if it's only in the base form. If it copies the Mega form, then that means something has gone extremely wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
Quick question. I don't mean to butt in, but did you know that
Okay.
substitute blocks imposter?
Yes, I did know. I did know that. I was just trying to play around other things like hypnosis, melodic. Probably like taunt on. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Ninetales gets taunt. And
Yeah, a
also,
bunch of things get taught.
yeah,
No, I'm just asking because I'm pretty sure Artemis didn't know that. I mean, I didn't know that until it happened.
yeah,
I mean, I told you
So
in
you
pregame
told me
when.
literally as it was happening. I'm like, really? And then it happened. I'm like, oh wow, really? It does, huh? Figures.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah.
I was just playing around the Ditto extremely well there. Just being able to get rid of the Ditto immediately kind of like swung me into momentum a bit. Because that King Gambit did put into work it wanted to do. Sadly, it did not come out later in the battle because I just wanted to keep the 6-0, and also I didn't want it to die to Earthquake from Rinrigus. Um, but the party shop from Morpeko really did help a lot because it started like lowering his tempo, letting letting my other stuff like Simipour, Klefki switch it safely into those earthquakes. Klefki being able to shut down that snow, being able to stop the blizzard's 100% accuracy. Um, but yeah, the overall game plan was just to keep Venusaur alive and to make him like keep pivoting out into more leech seeds and straight up just be able to take out the Meganium as soon as possible because without the Meganium, he kind of just went into a leech seed loop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at this point in the season, you've got your week 2 done. You're in the in-season tournament still. You're up 2-0, but so is PCR and the Montanavera Hammers after their win this week. Are you worried about that week 4 matchup? And are you
I am
worried
not
that you're
worried
going
at
to
all.
drop a game to a division rival before that week matchup?
I mean, as long as Simipour keeps proving that's not a fraud, I can rest easy to know that my team comp is pretty strong, and and that Venusaur, despite its name being Caesar salad, it's the one eating up the season.
That's right. It's been nice having you on here for this post-game interview. I hope you have good luck in your week 3 and the rest of your season as well. I'm sure we'll see you on stream a few more times before the season's over. But congratulations on your big win today. You go up 2-0, and you're contesting. I actually think you lead your division with this win. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Spanish, you take over for post-game?
Oh, what? Oh, what do I do in post game?
Just talk about the game.
Oh, I mean, it was an interesting game. I mean, I'm kind of disappointed that the substitute thing works on Ditto. I was unaware of this, and I was kind of hoping Ditto would actually do something, and then I got one shot on switch in. Which to be fair, completely not on Artemis. I don't know in what world Artemis can possibly This is not tech that is explained in the substitute description.
Yeah.
Which I think it's also not explained in Imposter. I don't know what part of not the point, but I mean that was kind of comes to mind.
I felt
I
like.
can't say I'm shocked that Gamer picked up a 6-0. I'm going to be real with you. Despite my attempts, I had zero faith in Artemis, even having a minimal performance in this matchup. No offense, but there's just too many things on Gamer's team that kind of made this impossible for him. I think.
Yeah.
And I think now we're all maybe contemplating, is Gamer going to go to finals? And despite whatever your opinion is, this is a very promising performance he's just pulled off. You mentioned he's now probably first in his division. He's 11-0 across 2 games. I would hope he's first in his division. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is looking like prime Lily Cove last season. This is.
Yeah, no, he's putting on a straight up
Yeah.
masterclass right now.
Now,
Early
to
in
be
the
fair,
season. It's very
He
early
has had the
still.
2 easiest matchups he could have had, but that's not to take away that this is like, I mean, Artemis had or not Artemis, Crimson had an equally easy matchup compared, like something like that, and lost. So
Yeah.
just because the matchup is easy doesn't mean you're gonna 5-0, 6-0, which Gamer did. So twice.
Yeah, no,
Well,
I
I mean, one
think
of each. But
it's one of those situations where like you have to respect every team you're facing up against all season just because even if it's an easy matchup, I guarantee you they're going to prep even harder for that matchup.
yeah, or they're
So,
just gonna give you a free win anyway. But
yeah, it's a coin toss, but you
yeah,
know. I
season
yeah,
one, season or week 1, week 8 differences.
with the results finally in, Mezagoza goes up 2-0, winning their division currently, and Twin Leaf Titans does drop down to 0-2. Let's see if Artemis can make a swing going into the next few
Yeah,
weeks, because I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do.
I'm just glad Gamer's not in my division. That would be.
Ooh, that would be a hell division, huh? You would
Yeah,
know
I
all
mean,
about that,
I would.
huh?
To be fair, I like my division. My division's pretty chill,
I
like
think it
fairly
tamed
even, I
out
think.
a little bit,
Yeah,
because you have like you don't have Prime Lilycove to face off against either. But you also have
you know what? I was fine facing off against Prime Lilycove for
yeah,
what
no,
it's worth.
you're pretty fine. We're fine in the
I
West, you
just
know.
just the prospect of having to prep for Gamers Team a second time haunts me because that thing is like just so anti Trick Room. Just I mean that's just such a good draft because there's like 4 of us running Trick Room.
Well, I think that's all the time we have today, unless you have something to
Yeah.
add. But thank you for
Not
joining
really,
me,
no.
Spanish. We've met our 30-minute minimum requirement for each live stream. So yes.
Oh, huge.
So
Is
yeah.
this why I get brought on? Is so we reach the 30 minimum requirement? Is that the?
Well, I brought you
Am I
on
just
because
extremely
I
trick?
wanted you to be my like commentating partner and see how you would do, and you
Oh,
did
dude,
great.
I'm so
I'm
down.
looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for joining me in week 2, and I want to make you my main partner. Obviously, I had a
Dude, I'm
good,
so down. Yo,
good,
fist
good
bump.
stream, with
Yeah,
Dakota.
dude.
But I want to stream with you. I told you I wanted to, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, dude. I love streaming with you. This is chill, dude. One of these days, like later in the season, I want to stream with Dakota. That would go crazy.
That would go crazy. The Spanish Dakota stream would go
Dude.
insane.
Yes, bro. Dude, I'd love Dakota.
Once we get him all like
Yeah.
head commentated up,
Dude,
so he can
yes,
host
bro.
streams. You can make that a reality. Like that's a thing.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah,
Dude.
for all our viewers, thank you for tuning in to Clomps Corner episode 2 with the Montenevera Mezagoza performers and the Twin Leaf Titans. It wasn't exactly the best game of all time, but it was a game of all time. So thank you for tuning in.